Greetings, Sir and Sirettes, and welcome back to Stellaris with me, Lathrix, and of course, welcome to the Divine Skrek Republic, now a little bit more fanatical. In today's video, we're going to be finding out a few things about our new faith, and how that's going to play into, well, how we're going to play, because I can already see a very huge problem here. Now, my original goal was to be a pacifist and only go through libertarian wars. These are wars which reinforce our ethics upon those we go to war with, so although there will be some bloodshed, in the greater scheme of things it will save thousands upon millions upon billions of lives, even if some of our own must die for the cause. Now, the thing is, with the new form of faith we can still do libertarian wars, which is fantastic. But there's a problem. When I go to make federations, I am going to want as many people who also want a federation which doesn't allow unrestricted wars. And I don't know, with our new policies, which doesn't include pacifism, if I go to war with, let's say, these fellows over here, and then convert them to our fanatical, spiritualist, and egalitarian, even if we are with libertarian wars, will they start needing unrestricted wars? Because our current ethics, which is fanatic spiritualism, egalitarian, is naturally okay with regular war. So I don't know if we're going to force them to become more pacifist, unless we ourselves are pacifist and forcing that upon them. That was weirdly hard to explain for me, but basically, I don't know if this is going to work with making the universe a single federation. So, what I might need to do is go to war with someone and figure it out. Now, the problem is we have these fellows over here, and these are the only ones which I believe I can... Oh, no, I can't, because we're not actually in a federation with these guys. So, only you can we actually go to war with, and we have a peace treaty with you. What we could do is save up a little bit of influence, and then put down a star base, maybe here, or here, and then go to war with these guys and see what happens. Or perhaps we can even go to war with these guys down here and see what happens. Because I just don't know. I really don't know what's going to happen in terms of us converting them. The thing is, a lot of them are already friends with us. What I really need to do... Okay, so what I think I'm going to do... Sorry for the rambly intro to this. This is why it's been so long since I've made a video, because I'm not quite sure where to take the game now. Especially with our lore. I love the idea of being a fanatic spiritualist, but I think pacifism may be something we need to bring back. And we can do that by bringing this group above 20% support, and then embracing them. That will then bring back pacifism as one of our traits. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to promote this faction, which is going to cost a fortune, but it will slowly increase their popularity amongst our people. I'm also going to do... encourage political thought, which increases the chance of our ethics to shift amongst our people. So now I'm also going to have to save up a lot of influence, so I'm not going to be able to actually spread throughout the stars at this point. Okay, now how many leaders do I currently have? Because one thing I do need to do is start really going out into the universe a bit more. Okay, we have 2 governors for some reason. Not quite sure about that. Do we have a colony ship at the moment? No, we just grabbed that, didn't we? Okay, Trappist Prime. Could you please send out a science ship? That would be fantastic. Hello, lizards. I'm so glad we got these guys as well. Fantastic having an intellectual species amongst our species. So yeah, I am going to try to force ourselves to be pacifist again. Now, I did do a poll over on Twitter, and they overwhelmingly voted for staying fanatic spiritualist, but I just don't think it's going to work in the long term. But thank you so much for the input. I wouldn't have even considered it if I didn't see so many people wanting to see that. I really should do some YouTube polls as well. Okay, so we have those over there. Oh lord, it's gonna be so difficult to reach these guys. They're like so isolated. Yes, please, I would very much like to extend our deal. At least whilst we are fanatical spiritualists, we are getting bonus unity. Need to upgrade these places as fast as possible so I can increase the unity there as well. In fact, I need to do that so... Oh, I can't force resettling. I keep forgetting about that.
Blockers cleared.
I'm so used to being able to move our citizens around. 5 out of 5 on that. Okay, so let's have a look-see. Do we have any sciencey things we can do whilst we're waiting around doing very little else?
Construction complete.
Okay, so we have some aliens we need to investigate. An alien mural, which is over here. Any scientists nearby at all? No. Though I did just make one. Sadly, I would like them to just scout out a bit. Anomaly research speed. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, so I'll be right back when something interesting happens. I'm very sorry for the ramble. Aha! There we go. Straight away something interesting. Now, when we make our lovely and fantastic cruisers, massive coughing fit there, that's what we're going to do. When we have our cruisers, we can have the little baby amoeba as weapons, which I think will be awesome, and kind of symbolise how we're friends with everything. We have animals as war beasts. Yeah, it's less nice now I've said it out loud like that, but basically even the universe's galactic animals come to our aid. There is nothing for our guys to do. I mean, we could do this and to start the event. These are the crystalline asteroids, but basically, once you have them all mining, or at least a few of them mining, they'll eventually burst out and attack you, and they're quite strong. The problem is, it's our only link to down here, so I don't think that's something we're going to do. Though I will increase our core systems for a while. Okay, how are the factions doing?
System
Still only
survey
12%.
complete.
Hopefully soon we'll start seeing some change with that. We now have the energy nexus. That's fantastic. Let's increase our ability to power our ships. Increase all the energy nexus. There we go. And I still want to rush biology as much as possible. Okay, science vessel, you just continue doing your thing. Which means you're probably going to go down here. That's okay. A 10 Savannah World, 13 Continental, 13 Tundra. Couple over there we could grab, a 10 Tropical. There's not many good planets. I mean, there is this 23 over here with minus habitability, but don't particularly want that either. A little bit, I'll be honest, we are a little bit stuck right now. Definitely slowed down. May as well increase our armada a little bit.
Construction complete.
There's the first one done. Hello there, our bestest friends ever. Greetings, Skrek friends. Let's see. Oh, you found one of the artifacts we've been after. Well, that is lovely. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much indeed. How many have we got now? We have 4, even though we only found 1 ourselves. That's not fantastic, is it? That's not fantastic. So there is this 20 Arctic here, which I do kind of want, because it's perfect for the lizards, who are Arctic preference, yeah. Well, in fact, we are all Arctic preference, but I don't think they have the adaptability that the Skrek have. No, they don't have it at all. These, on the other hand, are extremely adaptive. Finally upgrading that, which means soon we can also upgrade that. This is the fungal world, isn't it? Which means we have a bonus 33% society from this world. We need to really push science then on this world. In fact, so much so, I'm probably going to knock down some of these tiles, which have minerals and energy, just to get more society, because it's plus 33%. Also, earlier, did I accidentally call it biology? I think I probably did. Well, people, do you want to be pacifist? 11%. Oh, come on! Here's the problem. We are fanatical spiritualist, which already puts a lot of pressure on, but then we are also building temples. Temples increase the chance of spiritualism. I don't know if we're going to be able to become pacifist again, which is a problem. Now, before I forget, I did promise I'd start making my own designs, so I've just turned off the auto-generate, and this is what I came up with the Interceptor, with our corvettes, because the thing is, we are really bad with our weapons. We are rank 1 in everything except for lasers, so spamming lasers makes more sense, even if it just means we are terrible versus shields and great versus armor, because the small mass driver, great versus shields, but the average damage is a full 1, well, over 1 below out of 3.6, this is only 2.2. That's really weak. These also have better accuracy, which is nice just for sheer consistency. Yeah, I think the spam lasers right now until we improve our weapons, which means we are going to really suffer versus heavily shielded opponents, which is a big problem. So this is our little laser boat, I guess. And I think I'm going to call that the Immolator, since it uses fire, essentially, the lasers. If we're going to be all holy and spiritual, I think the holy fire is certainly something we're going to go with quite a lot. So it also at least makes sense from a lore perspective. I still might be wrong doing this. Tell me if I am, by the way, because I'm new to this. So cut me some slack as well, though. Okay, next up is the destroyers. I wouldn't mind one using some point defense, honestly. Though artillery would be nice. As in the large variant. A lot of small if we do this. Wow, now that's an interceptor. That looks really cool. I love the style of these ships. Looks so alive and terrifying. I think just 1 point defense and then maybe like this. 1 large, 2 point defense. So these act as kind of pseudo artillery until we get some better stuff. And once again, going with lasers. At least we are sticking with a theme. Obviously, I won't use too many of these. Everything is maxed out. Yep, you are artillery, thank you. Until we have the battleships, this will do nicely. Okay, so they all have the same utility slots, that makes sense. Reactor booster, because then at least we can upgrade our speed and our evasion slightly. Better to have more shields, or... Yeah, let's go with quite a heavy shield build. Again, with the Psychic and the Immolation. I'm mostly going for style over anything else with that. So now we can destroy the originals. So we have the Consecrator and the Immolator as the first two. Now, I do want another type of destroyer, so what else do we have? 2 small, 1 medium, and 2 small, perhaps a bit of a brawler. Though, that's kind of why we have the Corvettes. Why do we really need this destroyer to be like this? Maybe more mid-range. Oh wow, that looks cool as well. So the line ships will hold advance to medium range and hold formation. These will stay at long range with higher fire rate, higher weapon range. These have a higher chance to hit. Naturally, the phone just went twice, and the first time was my mother. Now, I've always told my mother that you should only phone me in an emergency unless you text me first, just in case I'm recording or streaming. Of course, she ignored this and wanted to know if I'd stolen her phone charger. I hadn't, and then she found it in the 5-minute conversation we just had. Because I'm a professional, these are the things which happen. So, we're going to go with this one then. So we have this one as artillery, we have this one which is the Swarm. So this one then should be, not you, new design, destroyer, and this one should be the ship of the line, because this one is a medium range, so we should stick with mediums then. So gunship bows, and would like the picket, but instead maybe interceptor, or we could just go with a single medium. Yeah, let's go with all the mediums then, that does look pretty darn cool, and yes, we are going to be sticking with lasers. Let's go with a theme here, because that would be fun. Okay, so, as usual, let's give it the old reactor booster, because why not? And then let's give it some shields. Wow, just about enough energy for that. Okay. So what's this one going to be called then? Actually, I'm going to be changing these two to the mass drivers. The reason is I do want mass drivers in the group, but also, if this is going to try and stay at 50 range, these have a range of 50 even when they're small, whereas these do not. So I assume that makes more sense. Right? Right? Maybe? And these will be the Crusaders because they are, well, they're not completely ruled by the laser systems. So we have the Immolator, the Consecrator, and the Crusader. So let's do this then. Fleet Manager, create new. Hello there. So what do we want then now? A 70 fleet. So I doubt we need that many of the artillery, which are the Consecrators. Let's say we have 5 Consecrators. Then, see, this is something I don't really know. What is the optimal here? It's just something I've never read up on. It's not really clear from just looking what you are meant to really have. I assume then, really, the destroyers... Sorry, the consecrators... No, the Crusaders and the Immolators are what you should have the most of, with sparing amounts of artillery. That's only if the enemy have larger targets. If the enemy are using a lot of swarms, then you probably want more tracking, which means you're going to want more of the smaller versions, correct? Let's have a quick look-see. This is Lathrix trying to learn via some common sense, but probably missing out on quite a lot. So, if we go with weapons, tracking 50%, tracking 30%, tracking 5%. Yeah, so if the enemy have lots of large vehicles, then the tracking probably won't be such a big deal. But if they have lots of small, then you should stick with small. And because no one is really advancing us that much on tech, that means that right now, the Immolators and the Crusaders are definitely what we should focus on the most. So mediums and smalls. The larger variant is cooler, but don't need as many. So let's go with 10 of the Crusader, and then 20 of the Corvettes. So I have 20 left. I'm gonna say, honestly, just another 10 Corvettes, because I do love Corvettes. I love the swarm aspect. And then, there we go. So we have 7 Consecrators, 13 Crusaders, and 30 Immolators. Okay. Okay.
We no longer see any reason to keep you locked out of our territory. Our borders are open to you again.
So apparently the Cash Cactus Combine are becoming friends with us. I see a problem with this, for many reasons. Why are you suddenly okay with that? I mean, you still don't like us all. Is it because we're no longer pacifists? Also, this group is once again more powerful than us. Oh, because we just sacrificed our fleet, that's why. Thankfully, they're not hating on us, and, well, they're not going to start a war anytime soon.
Construction complete.
But don't worry, the fleet is being remade, and we're even adding some more shipyards. Ooh, traders, excellent. Can't really trade all that much right now, but I'm still glad we have traders. Gaia World, you are not working, and now you have a power plant. Well done, 5 points to you.
Survey complete.
Biolab goes there. Someone isn't working. Once again, you can stay it like that. And we can now form a federation. Okay. So, our bestest friends are you. No, there's our bestest friends. Okay, so you are militarist. So you definitely want a federation which will allow... And there we go. This is why I need to have the same war philosophy. War philosophy forbids war of aggression, minus 50. Trying to get these guys into our federation is going to be a nightmare. You, on the other hand, will actively agree to a federation. So, as much as I love these guys, unless we go to war with them and force them to become our ideology, which is funny, considering they're actually quite similar to us, we can't ever really be friends with them forever. Well, we can be friendly with them, but we can't win the game. We need them all to be in our federation. What is the actual win condition for the federation? Victory! Federation victory. 60% of all planets are in our federation, so we can leave some species behind. But how much easier would it be if all 3 of these align together? This initial group, look how they all mix here as well. Look how perfect that looks. So once the fleet's done, honestly speaking, I think we need to go to war with these guys. So I'm going to break the non-aggression pact, I'm so sorry. So we currently have a truce then, that's going to last about 9 years, okay. I'm sorry, no, our federation, our mutual friendship is gone. Sadly though, we no longer have a migration pact either because of that. Not that it was really doing much, but it was nice.
Complete.
Let's get that, so we can get that resource done. You are being created because I want some more anchorages. Getting a bit of lag right now for some reason from the game. Not quite sure what's going on there. I think I've never been so confused in a in an episode of this so far as I am today. And yes, I am aware I just sacrificed some minerals there at the end, because all the others I'm probably going to go ahead and turn into science anyway, including all of these 1 energies. Just that huge bonus, that 33% bonus is just too much.
Construction complete.
So next we have bonus habitability, which I really
System
want,
survey
and
complete.
visitor center, more unity per Federation member, and the Federation naval capacity. So again, something else I'm not too certain of how that works. What can I upgrade here?
System
You're saying I can
survey
upgrade...
complete.
Oh, wrong planet. Okay, there we go. Any luck on changing our piece?
System
Still only
survey
11%.
complete.
I could suppress one of the others, I suppose. Especially this one. If we can suppress the egalitarians, they're going to be really unhappy. We'll see what happens in this war, because we are going to go to war with these. It's going to be a libertarian war, although we are spiritualist, egalitarian. I don't know what's going to happen. Will they then change their ways and become only wars of liberation, or will they stay with the normal version? Weird way. Oh, there you go. Finally, the cruisers. Thank you. Just weird. Weird in general. Now upgrading a load of our lovely stations into star fortresses, which will have maximum of the modules. That's fantastic. Loads more power and loads more anchorages. How's our fleet getting along anyway? Lovely. The power of the light. Now, all we need is an emperor. And I would say something which a heretic will never say. Yeah, we are now officially stronger than them, so as soon as we go to war, we should win that one quite easily.
Found.
These isolationists are going to be such a problem later on. Oh, I do love this one, the regenerative hull tissue. It's never used in the automated design, so I'm tempted to have it just so I can... Oh, I've got to have it with the cruisers. The cruisers are already going to be a bit weak because they're using the amoebas as their strike vessels. So I'm also going to have that. So basically, I have become one with the amoebas. They are our bestest friends in the whole galaxy. Well, we still have quite a bit of influence. I could just go straight there to that planet. I would really like that planet. So, yep, go there. Then we can grab those two afterwards. Not the most efficient way of doing it, but the faster way. Also, the Skrek have got onto this planet that I'm realising. Impossible organism. The surprising life readings from Trabir, I don't know which one this is, but okay, have attributed to a small organism of exceeding tenacity. The crew is unsure how to classify the life form, but its ability to survive, seemingly without any sustenance, is truly astonishing. Considering the planet's age, it's not impossible that the organism has been fighting its habitat's toxicity for millennia, although this is an educated guess at best. Has requested permission to receive sample... Yeah, do it. I have not seen this one before. Impossible organism. Research it. Let's find out what this is.
The non-believers are fighting amongst themselves.
The non-believers are fighting amongst... Oh god, they are as well. It's the Cash Cacti. Cash Cacti versus the Combine. Well, the Combine actually like us. God knows why. Oh, ally of an ally. Oh, you like these guys? How are you two friends? I don't know, but I like that. But now you're both fighting. Who's going to win? Well, the Cash Cacti are above. Their fleet power is equivalent. Your fleet power is pathetic. Oh, our guys are tangled up in the fight. No!
System survey complete.
Cash Cacti, get off them. Wait, how do we have border friction with the Cash Cacti? How do we have border friction with the Cash Cacti? What border friction? Where are you? Well, here's hoping these guys win.
Construction complete.
Impossible organism. Number 2. Studies of the mysterious life form are progressing well. The scientific community is amazed by its potential growth. It is already visible to the naked eye and responds to stimuli and appears able to absorb energy and nutrition from nearly anything, organic or not. Alas, its genetic, cellular and biochemical processes remain beyond our understanding. Amazing! Proceed! It's growing, isn't it? Oh, if this becomes an actual sentient life... Oh, maybe like I am pre-sentient. That would be a really cool ending to that. And considering the Skrek come from a planet which is highly radioactive and have had to fight to survive, I can see them having a lot of respect for this type of organism. You are going to become a science lab, honestly. I don't really care about... So you can just stay there. For now. Eventually that'll become a science lab. Everything on this planet will become a science lab. Ooh, plus 5% minerals though. I could have one processing plant and then that. Hey, our armada is finished. Although we do have some more space for it, so let's do some editing on the old fleet manager. So what more do we want? I just think more Crusaders, just more immolators. It's a safe option. Just really ramp up the damage a bit. The Crusaders are quite powerful though, must be said. Maybe just more Crusaders, the middle range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do a half measure and then 6 more of these. No more of the Consecrators. Okay. And build. We're going to war soon, lad, and we're about to find out if that means you will change your war policies or not. If it doesn't, it means we've got a problem, because it means we're going to have to probably... Okay, so... What does it mean if they don't... Okay, if they don't change their war policies and we just can't get our lovely pacifist back into power, that means we're going to need a new plan. And the only plan I can think of is libertarian wars as much as possible until everyone is fanatic, spiritualist, egalitarian around us, and then we change our own policy to unrestricted, basically meaning we've got a group of people together who are all like-minded. Anyone else is now just a sheer danger to this group and must be terminated for the good of all of these other races. Oh my god, that sounds horrible, doesn't it? Just saying that out loud, that's got so many familiar tones. No, I don't like that at all. I don't know. I don't know what to do here. I want to be the good guys, Stellaris! Before I forget, though, I do need this, the Paradise Dome. I'm so sorry, Minerals. This planet is just not for that. We can now use the ideology. Why? Okay, I'm really confused. Guys, why can I use my ideology thing against the Cash Cacti? I'm not next to them. I'm also not allied with you. So I don't see... It's because you're allied with them, and you're allied with... Is that what it is? So basically, they're counting us as being next to them. The Cash Cacti are saying we are next to them, therefore we have border policy... Sorry, therefore we have border friction, but most importantly now, I can actually declare war of ideology against the Cash Cacti. Right now, I could stomp out their evil ways, but I'm not sure why. I don't have any planets here. Also, the Cash Cacti are clearly winning this fight. Oh look, it's the Sterling Star. Good times. So I'm not too sure what's going on there. Also, can I get a trade deal with you? I mean, I know you're way behind, but I'd rather buff you than anything. So, you know what? If you give me some minerals, I'll definitely make that trade. Come on, go to 1. Go, there we go. Confirm. There we are, some lovely minerals for us. Oh, and the Armada is done at 6.9k. Of course it's a 6.9k, why wouldn't it be?
System survey complete.
It's almost time for war. Have I got any ground forces?
System survey complete.
Got a couple, but not enough. I need some more of them. Who's our strongest army? Well, honestly, I don't think the Skrek would allow its allies to go into war for them. It's our war, not theirs. We have some of this race and some of the lizards, and that's it. And honestly, I can't see us fight.
Complete.
Okay, is this the next level of The impossible, yes. Impossible fungoid. Fungus! After recent breakthroughs, the strange life form is no longer a complete mystery. The scientific community on Redemption Rock are abuzz with the news. The organism has been classified as a fungoid, partially explaining its ability to absorb molecules for nutrition. It has grown immensely, now the size of a newborn skrek, and appears both inquisitive and intelligent. Thankfully, has thus far shown no signs of aggression. The scientists believe this is the next step. Okay, so to be attempts at communication. Proceed. I've got another one of these. No.
Construction complete.
So I guess I have to wait? Oh, come on! Suspense! What happened with the bloody fungoid? Fungus! Fungi boy!
Construction complete. Construction complete.
You two merge. You are one. It's about anchorages a bit.
System
I hate
survey
how we're not expanding just because of this pacifist thing. And it's just not working, look. It's still 10%. Is there another way of doing this?
Construction complete.
I'm promoting them, and I encourage political thought. I'm also going to, yeah, declare science. That's going to hurt my influence, but still. Okay, next up, I'm going to increase our habitability. That should really help out on the science planet, since that has minus habitability.
Survey complete.
Yeah, it's only -6 now. That's good. Oh, hello. The small fungus has recently begun to vocalize. Its first words were a guttural nivlak, incoherent but argently repeated, and so the scientists have proudly named the fungoid Nivlak. That's Calvin backwards. I'm calling it Calvin. Okay, Calvin, you're Calvin. Okay, Fungus Calvin, Calvus Fungin, you're Calvin, Calvin Fungus. Since then, its language has developed at a spectacular rate, and now it's able to successfully convey the 7 primary emotions, and does so often, to its own spawn. It reproduces by spreading its spores as a matter of routine, and the laboratory will soon be insufficient to house the fungoids. Fill an empty Redemption Rock planet tiles with... But we can't. Relocate the Nivlaks from the laboratory to a suitable planet of their own. Like one of my planets, or... I want them! I want to see what they are! I don't want them to be someone else's. Yes, I will extend that deal. But seriously. Cash cacti. What on earth are you guys doing here? Is it because we have one of the wormhole? It's because we have one of the wormholes, isn't it?
Anomaly found.
Is that what it is? But seriously, the planets, the fungus, what happened? Game! I would like to know.
Construction complete.
Okay, great. Living metal legs. That's the living metal thing for later. But still, tell Lathrix.
Construction complete.
Lathrix would very much like to know.
Construction complete.
Do we have any new planets? Obviously not. Is there a new race of fungus?
System survey complete.
A little while later, and I still can't see any planets which have suddenly became part of the fungus, so that's kind of annoying, honestly. Advanced shields, fantastic. And I would like better point defense. Yes, please.
Anomaly found.
Lovely. Can we afford that with the next upgrade? Okay, fantastic. Immolator's been upgraded. The Destroyer's about to be upgraded. There we go. And then the Consecrator as well. Lovely. And you can upgrade. Just waiting until we get the cruisers, then we're going to go to war and see what happens. Still no idea what happened to those fungus, and that is really upsetting to me.
Believers are fighting amongst themselves.
Oh, yes, there we go. The Nivelax relocation was a great success. I'm going to call them Calvins. The Calvins relocation was a great success. Since the young Fungaloid's arrival on Prothon 3, it is apparent that its explosive growth has continued. It's established itself as a small people and recently even developed FTL technology, undoubtedly aided by the technology left behind.
Construction complete.
Oh, they're a tiny little empire. Let me talk to... Oh my god, you hate us. You're fanatic purifiers! They said you weren't aggressive! What in the
Construction
Oh,
complete.
you picked the wrong time. I want to test out my fleets right now, by the way.
Construction complete.
You're gonna be part of our empire, whether you like it or not, Calvin.
Anomaly found.
I agree. Research that, please. Yeah.
System survey complete.
So we aren't
Construction
really
complete.
getting many pacifists, are we? Is there a better way of doing that? Because I don't know. Guys, tell me, I need help. I'm a bit out of my depth this episode, I feel. The asteroid holds a great mass of metal inside. Probe it. Trojan asteroid. Oh no. Old mining drones programmed to attack. Oops. Oh, I mean,
Evading
there they are.
heretics.
Dun dun dun. Oh, look at them. They're evil. Bloody drones. I mean, we are fanatic spiritualists. We are kind of against the whole AI
System
thing.
survey
Now, I would inhabit that planet, but we're about to take over this planet because, thankfully... Posing the question, why the drones? Maybe. Now, the good thing is, because they're fanatic purifiers, if we declare war... we're nurtured forebearers. Because if we declare war, we can actually do end threat, which isn't the same as our usual stuff, so we can bring them into the fold. Thankfully. Calvin, it's your bedtime, mate.
The crusade of the righteous begins.
The crusade of the righteous begins and all that, mate. Mate. Why are these two not... Oh, well, it doesn't really matter if they're merged or not. I doubt they're going to be particularly powerful. Aren't they at the very bottom? Yeah, pathetic, pathetic, pathetic. Today we go to war to save the universe from something we just created ourselves.
Heretic fleet engaged.
Ah! What are you? Oh, those drones are still here. I thought I'd go away after, the Calvins made home there. Look all... Oh, look how cool that looks. I don't even care if that's not a very effective way to use them. Just look. Artillery lasers, ladies and gentlemen. How cool is... Look how many lasers we have. Immolate them. May the light of malice guide you. Yeah, okay, I absolutely love these. Good to know. Yeah, we're just gonna stick to pure lasers. I don't care if it makes us weaker in the future. I just love how it looks. You two, get over there. So what's so special about you, then? Oh, you've actually got a whole thing yourself. This species possesses perplexing adaptability, allowing it to throw 100% adaptability, 50% growth speed. You're a plague. I love you. Join us.
Construction complete.
No need to hurt them.
System
Only their
survey
armies.
complete.
We'll be nurturing to them, I promise.
Our champions have secured a heathen planet.
Well, welcome. As much as I want you to be pacifist, the first thing I really need to do right now is put down a temple. At least I'll force you to be spiritualist instead. Yeah, you're not happy you've been conquered. Deal with it, lads. We're still going to give you full citizenship. We're not evil. And utopian abundance. You're going to be happier with us, trust me. It's going to take a while. Well, at least now we can inhabit anywhere. Now we have these as potential colonists. There's one of you just jump down there for me, so as soon as that's done, it's done. That's going to be a problem, though, because these guys, as soon as they want to make a faction, there's a chance they'll make an angry faction. I can't make spiritualists. Sorry, I mean pacifists. It's just not happening. It is being promoted.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Okay, better point defense. I want the fire control. I want those. Oh, and you can go home now. Because what we can do is make our first cruiser. So I'm going to want it to stay quite far away because I want to use the hangars. Because, like I said before, I'm going to use... But
Invading heretics.
Hang on. Earlier...
System survey complete.
Earlier, I had... The one which allows us to use... Alright, you're there, look. It's an amoeba weapon. Well, it's a hanger weapon. Amoeba breeding program. Unlocks components. Amoeba flagella. Which means we can use them as strikecraft. So why can't I use them in my hangar? Okay, I'm very confused. If anyone knows what's going on here, please tell me, because I don't really want to use the scout wing. I mean, I love the idea of still using... I mean, if I'm going to use cruisers, I am going to use the scout wing. I don't care how weak they are. I want strikecraft. But why can't I use the other things I've learned? Well, on the upside, I just found the artist, so I would very much like to become your patron. It's a deal, and then I'm going to keep on buying some artworks to put all over our planets. Let's get some serious unity together here. Since I am going to be fanatic spiritualist for the distant future by the looks of things, we may as well take advantage of our huge amount of unity increase we get. Still no idea, by the way, why I can't use the amoebas. There we go, that's all I can take. So, we're okay for pretty much everything, so I guess... Food? Sure. Replace food with art. I'm sure that's a statement on something. Weakest minerals with art. Food of art. Definitely want one over here because we get the huge bonus from being on a Gaia world. You. Not few species. Guess what? Unity. And even you guys get one. The only one which doesn't have one is the other Gaia world. Actually, then, I thought I had one more. I was about to say, oh, never mind, but actually, no. You will become art as well. That'll be a nice increase soon enough so we can get all this... Oh, yeah, I forgot about the alien tourism.
Complete.
So the alien tourism is the visitor center. Alien migration attraction plus habitability plus. Gives us unity and energy. Might want to consider it on this planet then, because we currently have a -6% because of planet's habitability. Because we have the exofungus and the asteroid impacts. So any planet where the habitability is a problem, like this planet, I would massively advise putting down a visitor center. You are also going to get a paradise dome. Make you all a bit happier. You're slowly getting happier at least. Currently not part of any of the factions, but you probably will be soon. Calvin. Is this what it is?
System survey complete.
Okay, so carrier operations unlocks component basic strikecraft, unlocks starbase module hangar bay. Do I need this to be unlocked to use the amoeba? I'm really hoping so, because I really want to see them. I've never got to use them before. It's one of those ones I just really want to see in action. Do they actually look like the amoeba? Because that would be amazing if that's the case. Oh, actually, you just go over there first. Wow, that's far away. It looks so close, but it really isn't. Got 6 out of 6 planets right now, okay? So let's reinforce you, because you did lose one of your cruisers by the looks of things. So one of your corvettes, yep.
Construction complete.
Hey, we're back on top again.
Survey complete.
These being a very close second. So what happened over here? Oh my god, the cash cacti just outright won. Yeah. That's a problem. Maybe we should go toward the cash cacti instead. They're inferior to us. We could force them into being spiritualists.
System survey
If nothing
complete.
else, because we're not xenophobic or authoritarian, it will mean we free the Skreg. Okay, yep, next episode then, we're going to go to war with the cash cacti. Because they count as being next to us, it means we can do the impose ideology. Almost there. I actually think this may work, because they were being called a strike craft, because we haven't unlocked these strike crafts. I'm really hoping this now works. I would like more of the resources, thank you. Okay, cruiser. I want you to have this, and... No! Still no then. I mean, at least we can get these now, but... Why can't I use them? I don't understand. I really don't. I've looked it up, and a few people have had the problem, but no answer. I'm missing something. I've looked in all of my... Where are you? All the policies and stuff, and it's all allowed with the native interference and such. So you'd think it would be okay. There must be something I'm missing with this. It's also the same for the defense stations. I can't use them. They're just not shown. Well, I guess I'll go looking afterwards, but I really don't know at this point what to say. It just seems like I can't get them, which is really annoying, honestly. There's something about that which is just inherently very annoying. Once again, for the mediums, I'll go with that. The back, let's go for a single medium, which will be a mass driver, which I need to upgrade desperately now then. We're going to still go with the double hull tissue. Change the artillery for the hangar core, because I really still want the basic strike craft. Even if we're not using the one I wanted, I still just want to see the strike craft in action. They're still very fun to use, although I don't think they are the best. This is kind of just how we're going with the ship. Now, as for that, yep, double of that. So we have daily armor regen of 4 and daily hull regen of 2, which is not terrible, actually. That's actually pretty good, all things considered. Okay, that's all the power we have, and then back to Durasteel. And you want to be artillery, because of course you have very long range, and I believe the strike craft can be used at any range as long as you're in combat. They then have their own health and own range. Okay, so I've looked online, and apparently this is a bug. If you go back to an older version of the game than the one I'm in, it does actually then show the amoeba. So I don't know what to do now, because I really want to use them, because I think it'll be really cool, because we have all these different alien races all living in harmony, to even have one which is made for war. This unfeeling, emotionless, cold-blooded jelly thing, well, amoeba, which we can use for fighting instead. We still care for them and nurture them and breed them for war, and it saves the lives of our actual, fully sapient creatures. Not exactly the ultimate kind thing to do, but in the grand scheme of things, not exactly evil either. Definitely a cause for it there in the greater good of the universe and all that buggery. So, what do I do? Do I roll back or not? I'm gonna have a quick look-see, then I'll decide. If we don't roll back, I'll just make the cruisers as we have them currently. It's not a huge deal, honestly. It's just, I don't know, it really annoyed me a little bit, that's all. So with that, I am going to call it, and just an update, there's been some people talking about the bug less than 3 hours from when this video was recorded. That's how frequent it's been documented now, and I've just went ahead and kept our ships like this. They don't currently have a name, so I will love a design name in the comments below, and I've just noticed something. All day I've been calling this Libertarian Wars. I meant to say Liberation Wars. So Yeah, I've been getting that completely wrong. Blame me still not being in the best of places and still being a little bit sicky at the moment. Anyway, in the next episode we will go to war with the Cash Cacti using the Liberation Wars. I was saying it right at the very start of the season, and then we will hopefully see if they will indeed become a Liberation Wars only group, or will they go and stick to the unrestricted? I'm really hoping they change, because that means it doesn't matter if we can't force our people to once again become pacifists. So, if you have enjoyed today's video, then of course, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that Stellaris is a series you wish to see continued in the future. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.